Hi students, in this video I'll be going through the 2022 Secondary 1 G3 Math WA3 paper. I'll be going through questions 1 to 6 in this video. So let's begin with question 1A. Okay, in question 1A, you are asked to simplify the ratio 1/5 is to 2/9. Alright, so to simplify a ratio involving fractions, what we need to do is we need to make the denominators for both fractions the same. Okay, so on the left side, the denominator is 5. On the right side, the denominator is 9. All right, so the lowest common multiple of 5 and 9 is 45. So we need to make both denominators 45. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So to make the denominator 5 into 45, we need to multiply by 9. And then whatever you multiply on the denominator, you must do the same thing to the numerator. Okay, so we multiply by 9. All right, so 1/5 is going to become 9/45. All right, then for 2/9, we are going to do something similar and make the denominator 45. But now instead of multiplying by 9, we just need to multiply by 5. Right, so we're going to multiply by 5 to the 2 as well. All right, so in this case, we are going to have 10/45. All right, once the denominators are the same, you can actually remove the denominators. So we'll just be left with 9:10. All right, so 9:10 cannot be simplified further. Hence, the final answer will be 9:10. All right, so 9:10. All right, let's move on to question 1B. So question 1B, we're asked to find the ratio of 3 minutes is to 9 seconds. All right, so to compare a ratio meaningfully, we must ensure that both the units on both sides of the ratio are the same. So in this case, we will need to convert 3 minutes into seconds. So we know very well that 1 minute is 60 seconds, so 3 minutes will be 3 times 60 seconds. Okay, is to 9 seconds. Right, so 3 times 60 is going to become 180 seconds. Is to 9 seconds. So once both sides have the same units, you can actually drop the units already. Okay, then we just need to simplify this. So we can divide by 9 to both sides. Right, so 180 is going to be 20 is to 1. Right, so the answer for this question will be 20 is to 1. All right. Okay, let's take a look now at question 2. So question 2, we are asked to do a conversion of units. So we need to convert 90 kilometers per hour to meters per second. Right, so if you recall in class, when we discussed the conversion of unit, okay, you need to understand that 90 kilometers per hour actually means 90 kilometers per 1 hour. So it's 90 kilometers divided by 1 hour. Okay, so now they want us to convert it to meters per second. So all we need to do is to convert the distance in kilometers to meters and the time in hours to seconds. And then we redo the division and we will be able to get the answer. So 90 kilometers, so 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So 90 kilometers is going to be 90,000 meters. All right, then 1 hour, okay, is 60 minutes. And each minute is 60 seconds. All right, so 1 hour is going to be 3,600 seconds. All right, so we're just going to divide 90,000 by 3,600, okay, and see what answer we get. Okay, so you'll get 25 meters per second. Right, so do more practice on conversion of units. Okay, but it's actually not that difficult. All you need to do is to look at what they want and then convert each unit of the denominator and the numerator respectively, and we do the calculation. All right. Okay, let's take a look at question 3. All right, so for question 3, it's a rate question. So worker was paid $135 for 9 hours of work on weekdays. On weekends, the hourly rate was twice that on weekdays. If the worker worked for 6 hours on Sunday, find his wage for that day. Okay, so for this particular question, what we can do is we can find the hourly wage for weekdays, and then after that we multiply that by 2. Okay, because they say weekends is twice to find the hourly wage on uh weekends, right? Then after that we can find out how much he's going to earn on Sunday, which is a weekend. All right, so the hourly rate, okay, let's find the hourly rate on weekdays is equals to, okay, $135 divided by 9 hours. Right, so 135 divided by 9, we should get 15. So we get $15 an hour. Right, you'll get $15 an hour. So now we can calculate the hourly rate on weekends. So hourly rate on weekends will be 2 times more, right? Twice. Okay, so the question states twice. So it will be $30 an hour. Okay, so for each hour that he works on weekend, he will be paid $30. So 6 hours. So wage on Sunday. On Sunday will be 6 hours multiplied by $30 an hour. So it's going to give us $180. All right. So okay, so that will be for question 3. Right, let's take a look at question 4. Okay, so in question 4, we are told that the ratio of the number of apples, okay, let's call apples A for this question, and to the number of bananas is 4:3, and the ratio of bananas to pears is 8:5. Given that there are 284 fruits in total, find the number of bananas. All right, so this is a typical question whereby they give you 2 sets of ratios, but there is something common between the ratio, which is now the bananas. All right, so for this kind of question, what you can do is we can combine the 2 ratios as one full ratio of the 3 fruits, and then we can make use of that information to help us to solve the question. All right, so let's do it this way. Apples is to banana is equals to 4:3. All right. Okay, then after that, the ratio of bananas is to pears is equals to 8:5. Right, so over here, the common fruit is bananas, okay? So it's 3 units in the first ratio. And then in the second ratio is 8 units. So if I want to combine these 2 ratios together, I must make the number of units for bananas the same. Okay, so in this case, in the first ratio is 3 units, second ratio is 8. So the lowest common multiple of 3 and 8 will be 24. So what I want to do is I want to multiply this first ratio by 8. Okay, but if I multiply the 3 by 8, I need to multiply the 4 by 8 as well. So this will give me 32:24, right? Okay, then now I need to make the units for bananas in second ratio also 24. So which means I need to multiply by 3. And if I multiply by 3, the units for pears, I need to multiply by 3 as well. Okay, so you'll get 24:15, right? Okay, so once these 2 are the same already, see, they are the same now, you can combine the 3 ratios together. So A is to B is to P will now be 32:24 is to 15, all right? Okay. Okay, then from here they told us that there are 284 fruits in total. Find the number of bananas. So number of bananas is 24 units. So what we want to do is we want to find the total units first. Okay, so total units will be 32 plus 24 plus 15, right? So that will give us 56, 71, all right, 71 units. Okay, so total is 71 units. So now what we have is that 71 units will represent 284 fruits. Okay, so now it's just a simple proportion question. So 1 unit will be 4 fruits. Okay, so divide by 71. So 4 fruits. Okay, so banana is 24 units, right? Okay, so 24 times 4 will give me 96. All right, so there are 96 bananas. Okay, so by number of bananas, there are 96. Right, so number of bananas would be 96. Right. Okay, let's move on to question 5. Right, so question 5 is a question regarding polygons. Okay, so when it comes to polygons, you will need to remember two important things. Okay, so the first important thing is the formula for the sum of interior angles. Right, which will be n minus 2 times 180. Right, so whereby n is the number of sides in the polygon. Okay, so polygon is any shape that has 3 or more straight sides. All right. So if let's say you want to find the sum of interior angles for a pentagon which has 5 sides, then you will just replace n with 5. Then you can calculate the sum of interior angles. Okay, so I just give you one example. So let's say you have a pentagon. Okay, so a pentagon has 5 sides, right? So if you have 5 sides, you have 5 interior angles. So if you sub n equals to 5 here, okay, then you will be able to get 3 times 180, which is 540. So this means that these 5 angles that I've drawn here will add up to 540, right, for a pentagon, right? Okay, then the other one is to know about the exterior angle. So the exterior angle, what you need to do is you need to extend each side, and then this will be an exterior angle. So if you extend it over here, okay, this will be an exterior angle. Extend this side, you will get another exterior angle. Extend this side, another exterior angle. Extend this side, another exterior angle. Okay, so the property for the exterior angles of a polygon is that regardless of the number of sides of the polygon, right, these 5 exterior angles here will always add up to 360 degrees, sum of exterior angles. Okay, always add up to 360, regardless of the number of sides. Okay, then the other thing to note is that, all right, if it's a 5-sided figure, not only does it have 5 interior angles, it will also have 5 exterior angles. And if it's a regular polygon, it means all the exterior angles, right, are the same size, right? So in other words, I can find one exterior angle. Okay, if it's a regular polygon, okay, one exterior angle will be 360 over n, which is whereby n is the number of sides. Okay. Okay, so I can always manipulate this formula. Okay, let's say I know the exterior angle instead. I can always do it this way. Take 360 divided by 1 exterior angle. Okay, then I'll also be able to find the number of sides for a regular polygon. Okay, then the last thing to note is that if you look at the figure, one interior angle plus 1 exterior angle, right, will always be equals to 180. Okay, 1 interior plus 1 exterior add up will always be equals to 180. Right, so with this piece of knowledge, we will be able to solve question 5 very easily, because they say that each interior angle of an n-sided regular polygon is 135. So now they are saying that there's this regular polygon, right? So each interior angle is 135. Okay, so since it's a regular polygon, all the interior angles are the same, then all the exterior angles will also be the same. So can I calculate one exterior angle now? Once I can calculate one exterior angle, I just put inside here 360 divided by the exterior angle. I'll be able to find n, which is the number of sides already. Okay, so let's find the exterior angle first. Okay, so each exterior angle will be 180 minus each of the interior angles, right? Okay, so this will give me 45. So once I know exterior angle is 45, I can find n already. So n will be 360 over 45, which will give us 8. Right, so this is a very important piece of knowledge to know, okay? Find the exterior angle first, and then 360 divided by exterior angle will give you the number of sides, right? Okay, then let's take a look at question 6. Okay, question 6 states that if the sum of interior angles of an n-sided regular polygon. Okay, so you recall what we learned earlier on, okay, what we discussed earlier on. Sum of interior angle is n minus 2 times 180, right? Right? Then sum of x is twice the sum of exterior angle, but sum of exterior angle is always 360. And then they say it's twice. So in other words, we will be able to formulate an equation very easily just based on this information. And then we solve that equation, we can find the value of n. So sum of interior angles, okay, equals to twice, okay, 3 times, okay, sum of exterior angle. Okay. All right, so sum of interior angle, the formula is n minus 2 times 180. Okay, I'll do without the degrees, okay, times. Then sum of exterior angle is 360. So I just need to solve this simple equation. So okay, I'll leave it at n minus 2 times 180 first. Okay, 3 times 360 will be 1080, right? Okay, so n minus 2 times. Okay, so remember, times on this side. If I bring the other side, it's going to become a divide, right? Right, so n minus 2 will be 1080 divided by 180, so 6. So n minus 2 is 6, so n will be 6 plus 2, so 8 also. Right, so the answer for question 6 is also 8. Right, so this will be the end of this video. So I'll be recording another video to go through the last 3 questions, 7, 8, and 9. All right, so if you have problem with those 3 questions, do take a look at the other video. Right, so I'll see you again later.